Welcome back to the channel. Shout out to Darwin McPherson. I really love his content. He's also a supporter of the channel. Really rock with him. He had a conversation with this woman on TikTok, and I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase. Things went left really quick because they got on the topic of what would happen if the man that she was with got in an altercation or a scuffle. It reminds me of that conversation Kevin Samuels talked about when he asked black women, what actions would you take to protect your man or keep your man protected? Got that whole conversation started. It got interesting. Got a little bit heated as well. Let's get into it. Hit the subscribe button, also with the notification bell. Let's not waste 1 minute.
Few things talking about the numbers, pretty much. The likelihood of matching for men. It is disproportionate to women. The likelihood of a man, especially between 35 and 40, is going to have a difficult time trying to find a match on dating apps. And him not passing the height filter is just going to make it even more worse. So I think every 146 swipes, he may just get one match. That's a lot of swiping to try to get one match. And then that's just matching. You still got to get a first message. I haven't been on dating apps in a while, but from my understanding, you still got to get a message from them. Then you got to talk, and then you got to try to meet in person. You know, when you meet in person, that's a whole nother screening process because they want to see if what your online profile says actually match up with who you represent in person. So a lot of times people are, their profile pictures may not be updated. They may be lying about their lifestyle, the character, and all those things that they detailed in their profile. So you got to go through a whole nother screening that you may not pass and whenever you meet in person.
But do you think, like, as far as the height thing, do you think that the average for women, like as far as the height goes, does it not like mesh up to the height of men though? Because like the average height for men is what, like 5'8", 5'9"?
Yeah, 5'9", I believe, 5'9".
And then the average height for women is what, like 5'6", 5'5"?
I would
Or
say
5'4", 5'4".
5'5" or 5'4", maybe lower.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? Like, what do
It
you
kind
mean?
of balances out.
According to who?
What the hell are you talking about?
Not according to y'all. Y'all don't care about the balance.
Well,
She's like, it balances out. Even though the women who are standing at 5'3" to 5'6" are all looking for guys who are 6 feet tall. Maybe she doesn't pay attention to what's going on out here in the dating market or something. Let's continue.
Take yourself out of it. What do women want?
well, I'm cool with taking myself out of it, but a lot of women, I think they've been traumatized by men that are not comfortable with being like on the shorter side of things.
What the fuck? What you mean? There's a toxicity with short guys?
Here we go.
There can be. I don't think all short guys, but there can be, yeah.
And where are you getting
I
this
think-
information from?
Just hearing experiences and perspectives.
Anecdotal experiences.
For the most
That's
part.
fine. I mean, if that's
But I've also dated a man that was the same height as me, and it checks
How tall
out a
are you?
little bit. It checks out a little bit because if the person isn't comfortable with whatever aesthetic that they have, it could be a problem for you
how
to
tall are you?
couple with them.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
You're 5'6", and you dated
I
a man
am.
that was 5'6"?
Yes.
What happened?
He wasn't comfortable with his height.
He wasn't comfortable with his height?
No, because any man that was taller than that, he had a toxic way of dealing with them. He wasn't, he was very
So what does that
combative.
what does that got to do with y'all two?
It has nothing necessarily to do with us two, but if you are going to have an episode with everybody that is not of your same like height or ratio, and you want to wage war against them, then it's gonna be a scene.
So give me an example. I'm 6'4", and I don't have my license up here, but I can prove it.
You're really? I thought this was a scenario. Okay.
No, I'm really is 6'4".
Okay.
So I'm 6'4".
Mhm.
I walk up in a restaurant and I see the two of y'all, or I walk in the gym and I see the two of y'all there.
Hey, let's say you work there at the restaurant.
I work at the restaurant. Am I the waiter, the bartender, what?
You just
More
work
guy?
there. You
Huh?
just work there.
I just work there. Well, what's my position though? Does that matter?
I don't think it does.
It don't matter.
No.
Okay, so y'all are
Just
coming to the scene.
for the scenario purposes, you just have to interact with the couple. So you could work there, you could be,
Oh,
you
okay.
know, the person at security or whatever. It's fine.
So I say, oh, okay, hey, how y'all doing? Are y'all having a good day today?
And you'll say, oh, yes, we are. We're having a wonderful day.
Oh,
It's
that's
like,
great.
bitch, stop talking to my lady.
Why is you lying to me?
Come on. Really? That's what he would say? I'm gonna let Darwin deal with this. But ma'am, come on. I don't think you thought this through. What's that in your cup? What are you drinking? You have to be off balance or something for you to have thought that that was gonna go over well. But let's continue. Hilarious.
I don't know if I can believe it.
I don't know what to tell you.
So how many times, he's 5'6"? How much he weigh?
Like 140 pounds.
How many times have he gotten his ass whooped in front of you?
None.
I don't, see, that don't have the ring of truth to it.
Why?
A 5'6", 140-pound guy can say to a 6'4", 220-pound guy, bitch, stop talking to my woman, and he ain't getting a knuckle upside his head.
But see, you have to factor in the environment. Now, you, on the other hand, you're at work. You're going to jeopardize your job for some bullshit?
Oh no! Well, I could throw him out of the store. I could throw him out of the restaurant.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay,
but
well,
as far as
okay.
like,
How
you
many
said
times
you
have
could
he?
ask
How many
me.
times have he gotten you or him kicked out of the restaurant or a scene?
Or a scene, yeah,
business.
often. A scene often, yeah. But
Did
as
you
far as like
come to his
fights,
defense? Did you come to his defense?
no.
Shame in your
What?
You didn't defend your man.
Defend bullshit?
That's your man.
No, regardless if it's my man or not, like that is crazy.
So if he hear a bump in the night in your apartment, is he gonna get up to defend you?
I'd hope so.
So why won't you defend him in public when you with him? Is he paying for the
Against
debt?
him starting, okay, so this is just semantics because against him starting a cold ass argument with a stranger who could be a person who has arms.
Hey, black man, look out. He's got a gun.
Like, I can't help him, Darwin. What if he's got a gun? I don't know who this 5'6" guy is that you were dating, but I'm going to go out and stand on that limb, and I'm going to go ahead and make the assumption that you didn't give a shit about that guy. And I'm here to tell you that if he was somebody who you really valued, you would have at least protected him in these situations by pulling him away from them. See, that's just one where you're not fighting, and you don't have to use your woman power to save the day. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
Yes.
But don't you know his character? Don't you know his tendencies? And you deciding to go out with him?
Okay, but now you're just scratching at the surface, I think. You're just trying to grab for anything.
No, what I'm saying is, you know, this guy has a
Hanging it out.
short man. What do they call it? Short man complex. He gets agitated with people who's taller than him. He gets agitated to the point where,
That's a lot of diffusing.
but you know this going in, and you still go places with him.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I did go places with him.
So, for example, this is how men. This is
But
how
I
men
didn't
work.
go places with him.
If I
as
go
a-
out, if I know, I got a homeboy named Breezy. I got a homeboy named Kevin. I got a homeboy named Aaron. I got a whole bunch of homeboys. Fuck it, CJ. Shout out to all y'all. Forgive me if I miss y'all. I know it's one or two of those guys that like to fight. We go out to get drunk, they gonna hit somebody.
You want to pull up? Pull up then.
I know that going in. So what does that tell me?
You're ready to fight?
I'm ready to fight with my homies.
That's crazy.
That's not crazy.
Yeah.
So you gonna let you so if you got a girl.
I think it is crazy because if you know, now see, this is where it wouldn't be crazy. It would be different if he was like a neighborhood vigilante, right? And he stands for all things just and all things right. And so, you know, whenever he knuckles up and he fights, it's for good, justified reason. But if this is just a person who starts fights just on drunk, total fuck all bullshit, that's different because you have a family to get back to. You have a livelihood to uphold. Why would you fight every battle just because it's your friend? That's weird.
No, but here's the thing. If I'm going to go out with my friends, if I'm going to consent and put myself in the environment with my friends, I'm indirectly communicating to my friends that, hey, look, I got you. I got you. I look to my left and my right. We all going to go home together. We all going to go home safe.
Or
Ain't
to
none of us,
jail.
we're not going to sit here and let one of us get jumped. We're not going to
Or to jail, right?
or to jail. That's how we are.
Or to hell.
Whatever it is, we ride or
Just
die.
saying.
We ride or die. It's the same. And the crazy thing about it is, all of us was in the military, so it's that same energy.
So that's even worse. That could be bad.
Hey, look, it's either you gonna ride or you're not gonna go. Or you're not gonna go. Don't go get in the car if you're not gonna be ready to squabble when it go down. Ain't that how the sister code is?
No. I don't think so.
Why not?
Because, like I said, it's different if someone was fucking with you, right? Or it's some unjust situation happening. But if you just on complete bullshit, girl, no.
That's not true. Women don't leave each other hanging like that. She's being dishonest just for the sake of trying to beat Darwin in the conversation. That's not true. When women see that their friend is on bullshit, they try to pull their friend away a lot of the time. And even when their friend isn't on bullshit, they try to pull their friend away. Hell, even when you're trying to get with a girl who's got her friend with her friend is trying to get in the way. She's like, you trying to talk to us? It's like, no, bitch, I was actually trying to talk to your friend. I don't care about your booger whip ass. Run along. We've all been through it. We know what it's like to deal with women like this, but this just isn't honest. We know that women certainly look out for one another. They don't just leave each other hanging like that. She's just trying to act like that for the sake of being elusive. Let's get back into it.
Type of sentiment. If you feel like that about the man that you're with, why are you even going out in public into these places with him? If
Great
you're not
question.
going.
Well, I'm no longer
Great
I'm no
question.
longer with that person.
I get
That's
it.
a life experience. To be honest with you, I had never experienced a person like that before. That was literally my first and hopefully my last experience with that. I've never seen a person like that. But I've never got behind the ride or die mentality, like just go for anything.
Well. I hope that changes because.
Why?
Do you ever expect to get married?
I've been married.
Okay, so do you ever expect to get married?
Again, yes.
So you're not gonna have the ride or die mentality with your husband?
No, I don't think that my husband is going to require me to fight battles and stand alongside of him in war and fight men for him.
I don't think it's a matter of him requiring it. I think it's just one of those unspoken things that usually sort of a given. I've seen some of the smallest, innocent-looking women swinging their bag at the back of another man who's fighting her guy. And it's kind of comical. It's hilarious a little bit. But it's what happens. It's what you see. It's what happens out here. I see women who I can tell they've never thrown a punch in their life. But today they are because their guy is in an altercation. A lot of times it's a measure of how much you care for the man. I can tell you're one of those diabolical women. You'll get with a guy you don't even care about. You just dragging a corpse along with you, calling it a relationship. Let's get back into it.
I hope not. If he requires me to fight men for him, that's diabolical.
So what
Jesus.
if your husband is getting
Diabolical.
jumped? You're not gonna help him?
If he's getting jumped, I'll do what I need to do.
What do you need to do?
I'm not gonna get knocked out.
What do you need to do?
I need to call the police.
Someone call 911.
Call the police.
Yeah, and or an ambulance.
Not only is he gonna get his ass whooped, you're gonna put him in jail. Cause he's gonna ride up on the scene, see him a whole bunch of niggas fighting,
Are
they're gonna
you
throw everybody ass in
serious
jail.
right now?
And they will put your black ass back in jail.
You want
Darwin is right. Anytime in history in this country, a whole bunch of black people show up, I promise you the police aren't going to show up and they aren't going to say which one started it. That you can believe. Everybody's going to jail. So he's right about that. So you called the police. He's probably going to go to jail or Rodney Kinged or worse, and it was all because you're an abysmal fiance, girlfriend, or wife. Now, do I think that women are just supposed to come into relationships ready to throw hands like Mike Tyson? No, but I do think something like this is in some way representative of the way the woman feels about the man or just about men in general. I think black women have an issue with valuing men. Seriously, we have a problem with our women.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and if he's drunk,
So you want your wife. Wait a minute.
If
So
he's
you
drunk and
want your
belligerent,
wife.
if he's drunk and belligerent, he might get his ass shot.
And so might your wife. So you want your wife, if you're in an altercation, a bar fight, you want her to jump into said bar fight with a Corona bottle and jump in and fight the dudes with you.
If I'm getting my ass whooped, my wife gonna be in there whooping ass with me. My wife is a Marine. My wife is not gonna sit there and
Every
watch.
woman is not a Marine.
It doesn't
but at the
matter.
same time-
I should have never even said that.
A woman doesn't have to be a Marine to defend her man. And he wasn't really trying to say that. He was just trying to speak to why he knows his woman will fight for him. But of course, you're going to use that and just derail the conversation with it and go, I'm not a Marine. And most women are Marines. That's probably why he said that he shouldn't have said it. But I see why he said it. He's just talking to somebody who's going to be intentionally evasive for the sake of trying to derail a conversation.
My wife is not the type that's just gonna sit there and watch her husband get his ass whooped on the floor in front of her.
That's strange, though.
No.
To require that of your wife is a little
It
strange.
ain't even nothing I gotta require. I don't have to.
Yeah, it's not
if
a
I tell my wife,
requirement.
hey, look, leave me to get my ass whooped, just go to the car. My wife's not doing that.
My woman's on the same thing. I could tell my woman, hey, baby, I got it. Stay in the car. Lock the door. Wait for help. I'm getting ready to deal with these guys. I got this.
So he's like, Carlson, take my jacket. He steps out. He's like, I got to do this. We're like, what are you doing, sir? He's like, believe that.
Yeah, I could try that MacGyver shit all I want. My girl's gonna be out there swinging her bag and shit. Anything she can find, trash cans, and she's not like some tough gal, right? She's actually really sweet and gentle. She's not really like that. She's not really like with that fighting stuff. She's not with the rowdy rah. She's just about everybody who she rocks with in her life getting home. You know what I'm saying? It's not even
Chairs, bottles,
It's not
all
just
kinds
go
of shit.
to the car, right? It's do what you need to do to make sure that your mate isn't like unalived, but to jump in and fight some big ass dudes that he started a fight with.
Did you? Okay,
is
so now you want to move the
delusional.
goalpost and add big
now
ass
it's a big
dude to it.
Now we're talking about big people.
Okay, even if it's small dudes, a woman fighting a man, the strength of a woman and the strength of a man is completely different. I don't care how small they are.
It doesn't matter. This is my rib. This is somebody I gotta go lay
Your
down next to.
rib,
Cause you know what's crazy about
if you
y'all?
can't protect your own
Hang on,
ribs,
He said the woman is my rib. She said, you can't protect your own ribs? He was talking about metaphoric ribs, like, you know, Adam and Eve. You guys come from one of our ribs. I'm not even a religious person and I know this. And you're so afraid of getting beat up, you're thinking that he's talking about body shots. Yeah, shots to the liver.
Y'all will be the same ones to say, you got your ass whoop over there and throw that shit in our face.
what?
Oh yeah, I've seen this happen. I done had clients come into my office. The woman watched them get their ass whooped.
Is this
And
antidote?
then later on when they got into an argument, she said, you know what? You don't talk to me like that. You should have talked to that nigga out there that whooped your ass last month.
Goddamn.
Tell me y'all don't do that.
I don't do that. But I honestly don't
Okay, take
find
yourself out of it then.
Okay. So I think honestly, I mean
When a man,
we're both-
okay, just answer this question. Just take
We're
that.
both
That's too
middle-aged
complicated.
people.
Just answer this. When a man is in a vulnerable position, he opens himself up emotionally.
I can't believe that she's being this dishonest. But right now, I believe she's omitting the truth. She knows that black women have done this to black men. I just think we all, just because, you know, that they clone Tyrone thing, most black communities are the same. We've all seen this happen. We've seen a woman, literally, especially a black woman. You only see this in the black community, might I add, where a guy could have lost a fight while being with her. She will bring it up to shame him in a relationship. Or bare minimum, bring it up to someone else in some humorous way behind his back. Like, this is how black women process like their man losing a fight. Not like damn, he took an L trying to make sure I'm straight, let me like support him. No, it's like a knock to his masculinity. It's a notch off of his belt. Sometimes even it just opens him up for shame and ridicule.
Take yourself out of it.
All right.
Do y'all or do y'all not use that against the man in cases? In some cases, some circumstances.
No, take myself out of it. I think some do. I think some immature women do, for sure.
Okay.
Today's fallacy is moving the goalposts.
They gotta be immature.
Yes.
I think when y'all get in y'all feelings, it doesn't matter about immaturity.
Right.
When
I think
Right.
you just,
Yeah, let's make
I
it
think
a
you
Y'all
just
are- when
want
I-
to say that.
when
Because it
y'all are in
sounds
y'all
good.
feelings, it's not a matter of maturity or immaturity. Y'all just think from y'all feelings and y'all think to hurt. Y'all say things to hurt, to pierce the soul.
Scorn.
And y'all will use anything that y'all know against the man that y'all know. Y'all talk about a man, we got a little dick. Y'all gonna talk about, you got that little ass dick ain't doing nothing. Don't say help. Don't, I get it. You want to have the sister code, but don't lie.
This ain't about
Black women are willing to stand out on that limb more than other women are. But I have also seen my Caucasian ladies do this as well. This is why y'all end up, you know, lead story, Nancy Grace, Scott Peterson. That's what we, you know, it's because of the way you guys talk to your men on the way out. But black women, you guys do this also. I actually think this is one area where I think white women might have you guys beat a little bit. They love to shame their men in the worst way. They want to like really mess with their guy's soul at the end of the relationship. A white girl would be like, I wanted your dad the whole time. Like, she wants to really get in there and Amber Heard your soul. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. She wants to take a shit in your soul.
this is about like just this is really about scapegoating a dynamic of human behavior. Because in the same, I could do the thing, you know, the thing that people do where I know you are, but what am I tactic, right? I could do this shit all day. Because the same fashion in which you speak of women that do that, it's men that weaponize the vulnerability and the naivety or, you know, the softness of a woman as well. Like, we could do this shit. We could really go tat for tat
if I
for this
say,
shit.
let's just say for the record, I say, yeah, men use your vulnerability against you too.
Well, we
Is that
know
gonna-
this already.
Is that gonna make you admit that you guys do it?
I've already, first of all, wait, no. I've already
Hey, you
agreed
still-
with you. I've already, the aforementioned was, yes, they do that. But I think it's a maturity level. But then you turned around and said, oh, this ain't about maturity,
It's
right?
not.
So that's how we arrived at where we are now. But what I'm saying is like,
Man, listen, I've been in this space, I've been in this game. I put over 10,000 hours into this game. I can tell you.
what does that
Without a
mean?
shadow, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt.
Even though that actually is significant, 10,000 hours put into anything is significant. If you've read anything about success and the way that it works, putting 10,000 hours in on anything is significant. We're going to have a hard time getting through to our women and having productive conversations with them if, to the baseline, you guys will never respect us regardless of what we have going on, regardless of our credentials, marital status, regardless of what constituency we have. All black men are just black men, just another nigga, right? So what does that mean to me? You guys are always looking for a reason to knock a black man down a peg, but you want to be queen status and black mother gold and all this other shit.
Comes to y'all's feelings. It is not a matter of maturity. All that shit goes out of the window.
Yeah.
You guys do not use any logic whenever you're in your feelings, especially when you want to render hurt. Oh, what's your question?
Okay, so, your wife, you're married again, right? Okay.
Right.
So, does she do you like that?
Does she do what?
Does she handle you in such a barbaric manner?
Okay, so now you're loading it. You're saying, you're asking me to my wife help, and when you ask me
Come on,
a
Darwin.
barbaric manner,
Yeah, you said weaponize your vulnerability, unable to take accountability. That's kind of barbaric behavior.
All women, whenever they get into their emotions, they do it.
I would agree with Darwin. That means the majority of women are messed up then. The majority of the women are jaded if that's the case. Because I would say that's true for the majority of women. Have a hard time with accountability.
No man is an exception. No man, I don't care how much leveling up you do. You
mean no
cannot absorb. You
No
do
woman.
not get a, nobody gets a pass.
So you think men do that too, right?
Oh my
Do
goodness.
men what? Weaponize you when you're vulnerable?
Yeah.
No, we don't often do that.
Oh, look at this shit. I thought we were literally gonna touch and agree. You had to do that shit. That's crazy.
It's sad that when addressing a black woman, or addressing black women as a whole, black men have to be brought into it. It doesn't matter. These hyenas cannot take accountability by themselves. They can't say, yeah, we were wrong without black men. They have to find a way to tie everything back to us. That's why no matter how much you women try to say you don't want black men or whatever, you're following us around. You attach us to all of your narratives, whether we want to be attached to them or not. So
I tried
I had to do what?
to say that men don't do human shit.
You asking me, do men weaponize vulnerability
They do.
on a
The
similar
answer is
scale
yes.
the way women do? And I said, no, we don't.
No, the answer is literally yes. It may not be in the same
Okay,
fashion.
how? How is it
I
yes?
didn't say
What data are you? You want to use data or what?
you can pull up some facts if you want.
No, you can pull up some facts.
Why
You
do I
said-
need to pull up the facts?
You said yes,
You
they
wrote
do,
the
and I'm saying,
argument.
okay, are you using any data?
Well, you're the man, and men lead, so you should pull up the
Oh my
Okay,
stats.
so now you want
God,
to pull
here-
the gender role, gender
I
standard.
literally just did it. It happened in real time.
But the problem is that it's convenient. You're doing it in convenience. And that's the problem with most of you modern women. You only care about a man taking the lead when it benefits you. But then when you start talking about money and things like this and who should have final say, then you start going, equality, equality.
Right? That's what we do.
Girl, you're terrible for that.
Why? What do you mean? What do you mean?
So let's talk about it.
All right.
Let's talk. We were talking about dating today, and we're talking about men ages from 35 to 40. How old are you?
35 to 40? Okay.
Are you between that age?
I am.
Are you in a relationship?
No.
Why not?
Why y'all do that?
Why what?
Why you say why not? But in the same fashion, you know what's interesting to me? Y'all will say, why not? But then you'll say, everybody's not going to be able to be coupled. Everybody's not going to
Who
have
said
something.
that?
That's what people say.
Did you hear me say that?
No.
Okay then, you can't put that jacket on me then.
All right.
So why not?
Because I'm taking time in between a divorce and things like that to get my mind right.
Taking time? What are you doing? Working on yourself?
I'm doing more work.
You a liar.
You who?
More. It's an addition to the work that's already been done. I'm 40.
What does that look like? You're 40 and you're doing work.
Yeah,
You got kids?
I do. I have two.
I'll see where Darwin's going with this. When you're 40 years old, there is no more I'm working on myself. At what point as black women do you guys not stop giving yourself seasons to like regenerate and hibernate? Like, cut this shit out. Once you're over 30 years old, once you get past your little heartbreak and go to therapy, you need to get your ass back out in the dating market. You're already old in the dating market. The dating market isn't going to like wait for you to like be ready. So you might as well just get back out there in the dating market and try to figure out a way to learn from your mistakes. That's another thing. But then back to the original topic that brought us all here today. I do think it's bad that if you were to be in a relationship, you just wouldn't defend your guy at all. You're just looking to call the police if he's getting jumped. I would hope that if he really cares about you and he would defend you with his fist and with his feet, that he could at least get an attempt of protection. And I'm not saying that you have to be willing to get knocked out or anything like that, because you did mention that. That was funny. You were like, I don't want to get knocked out. I get it. But That's not what he's talking about, you know what I mean? And a lot of times there are other forms of protection without fighting a man, like pulling him away and trying to get him to get away from the altercation. That's a way that you can protect a man without having to get into the altercation itself. So that's that. Shouts out to Darwin McPherson. Hit the subscribe button, also hit the notification bell, so you'll be notified every single time we post content just like this. I'll see you guys on the next one.